Today we're talking about the Los Angeles Lakers, who, as of February 20th, 2025, are navigating some choppy waters after a blockbuster trade that brought Luka Dončić to Hollywood. The Lakers dropped a tough one last night, 197 to the Charlotte Hornets, and all eyes are on Luka's integration into the purple and gold. LeBron James recently spoke out, pinpointing what's behind Luka's slow start. We're diving into the numbers, the standings, and what this all means for their season. Let's get into it. First off, let's set the stage. The Lakers made waves earlier this month when they shipped out Anthony Davis to Dallas in exchange for Luka Dončić, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris in a three-team deal. It was a seismic shift, two all-NBA stars swapping teams midseason, something we've never seen before. Luka, the 25-year-old Slovenian superstar, was supposed to be the missing piece alongside LeBron, a generational talent to keep LA in contention now and carry the torch post-LeBron. But 3 games in, it's been, well, let's call it a work in progress. Last night's loss to Charlotte was a microcosm of the growing pains. Luka finished with 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists, flirting with a triple-double, which sounds great on paper. But dig into the analytics and the picture gets murkier. He shot 5 for 18 from the field, a chilly 27.8% effective field goal percentage, and went 1 for 9 from 3. That's a rough night for a guy who's historically a 46.4% shooter from the field and was dropping 33.9 points per game last season with Dallas. Add in 6 turnovers and 5 fouls, and you've got a stat line that's more frustrating than dominant. LeBron, now in his 22nd season and still balling at 40 years old, didn't mince words post-game. He pinpointed Luka's slow start, saying, quote, "It's his 3rd game since Christmas, and he's still learning everything. He doesn't know all the plays, the defensive coverages, the signals we built since September. We're fast-tracking it on the fly while he's getting back from injury." LeBron's not wrong. Luka's been sidelined since a calf strain on Christmas Day, and he's only played about 75 minutes total in these 3 games with LA. That's not a lot of time to gel with a new squad in his first 3 games with the Lakers. Luka's averaging 15 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 5.3 assists on 35.6% field goal shooting and a brutal 20.8% from 3, 5 for 24 from deep. Compare that to his career norms: 28.6 points, 8.7 rebounds, 8.3 assists on 46.4% shooting. The drop-off is stark, especially from beyond the arc, where he's historically been a 38% shooter in high volume. His true shooting percentage, which factors in threes and free throws, is sitting at 42.1% with LA, way below his career 58.2%. That's not the Luka magic we're used to. Now let's zoom out to the Lakers standing in the NBA. Coming into last night, they'd won 10 of their last 11 before back-to-back losses to Utah and Charlotte, 2 teams they should have handled. As of today, February 20, they're likely hovering around the 5th or 6th seed in the Western Conference, probably with a record in the ballpark of 32-22 or so, based on their hot streak before Luka joined and these recent stumbles. That puts them behind juggernauts like Oklahoma City and maybe Denver, but still in playoff contention, though the West is a meat grinder and every game counts. The advanced stats tell us more about the Luka-LeBron fit. In the 60-ish minutes they've shared the floor, the Lakers have a plus 14 net rating, which is promising. It means they're outscoring opponents when both stars play. Luka's plus 13 against Charlotte, despite his struggles, was the best on the team. But the half-court offense, where Luka usually feasts, has been clunky. LA ranks 8th in half-court scoring efficiency league-wide this season. For cleaning the glass, but with Luka, they've leaned heavily on pick-and-rolls and mismatch hunting, sometimes at the expense of rhythm. The ball's sticking a bit and turnovers are up. LeBron's diagnosis ties into this perfectly. Luka's still on a learning curve, new playbook, new teammates, new defensive schemes. And he's shaking off rust from that 6-week injury layup. Austin Reeves, who got ejected in the 3rd quarter last night, echoed LeBron, saying he's one of the best players in the world. It's just going to take a couple of weeks to figure out what that best looks like. The analytics back this up too. Luka's usage rate is still high, around 32%, but his assist-to-turnover ratio is dipped to 1.6 compared to his career 2.1. He's pressing, and it shows. So where do the Lakers go from here? They've got a golden opportunity over the All-Star break happening right now to reset. Luka's minutes restriction is reportedly lifted, which is huge. If he can get back to his Dallas form, this offense could climb into the top 3, pairing his heliocentric brilliance with LeBron's short roll playmaking and Reeves' secondary creation. Defensively, though, it's a concern. Without adds rim protection, they're giving up 115.7 points per 100 possessions in non-garbage time per cleaning the glass. That's 22nd in the league. Small ball with Luka, LeBron, and Reeves might not cut it against the West's elite. Big picture, the Lakers are still a force. Two top 10 players like LeBron and Luka give them a ceiling few can match. But these early hiccups, Luka's shooting woes, the adjustment period, the defensive holes mean they're not a lock for the top four. Just yet the post-break schedule will tell us a lot. They've got Portland tonight, who's been coming on as of late, and Denver after that. So tougher tests and challenges are ahead for the Lakers. If Luka finds his groove, this could be a championship-caliber squad. If not, well, the growing pains might linger. James missed a pair of potential game-tying threes near the end of Los Angeles' loss to the Charlotte Hornets on Wednesday night. The NBA's all-time leading scorer still finished with 26 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 1 steal while shooting 10-22 according to ESPN. Since joining the Lakers in 2018, he's 1 for 29 on clutch shots in the fourth quarter or overtime. Let's unpack what this means. Over 6 seasons with LA, LeBron's taken 29 of those shots and made just 1. That's a 3.4% success rate, way below what you'd expect from a top-tier superstar. For comparison, his career field goal percentage is around 50%, so this is a steep drop-off in the biggest moments. Now LeBron's still a monster overall. Averaging triple-doubles at 40 years old is unreal. But this stat highlights a shift. He's always been more of a playmaker than a pure scorer in crunch time, often setting up teammates instead of forcing shots. Since 2018, he's logged over 200 clutch assists, with the Lakers leading the league in that span. So while the 1 for 29 looks rough, it's partly because he's not hunting those shots like a Kobe or MJ might. What's behind it? Age could be a factor. His explosiveness isn't what it was in Miami or Cleveland. Plus, the Lakers roster hasn't always had consistent shooters to space the floor. Still, 1 for 29 stings for a guy in the GOAT conversation. It's a rare chink in an otherwise legendary armor. That's all for today's deep dive. What do you think? Can Luka and LeBron turn it around? Or drop a comment wherever you listen. Until next time, keep battling and keep analyzing. This is Athletic Avenger signing off.